everybody, thank you for joining me today. I have come today to talk about pain. We all go through different kinds of pain, be it physical or mental. It was very lately that I also went through some pain and I started thinking deeply about my pain. Why all this pain? Will I ever get better? Many more thoughts just filled my mind. Later during the day, I happened to listen to a sermon, and somewhere in between the pastor quoted this famous line that every pain has a purpose. Now this phrase I've heard like a million times before, but this time it struck me hard. I started asking God, do I have a purpose in this pain? What do you want me to learn from this pain? I was then reminded about all the other times when a friend or a random person came to me and told me about their pain, how much I could relate to that pain, or how much easily I could understand the intensity of the pain. Now I believe this is because I've experienced a similar pain in my life. And then as I start encouraging them and talking to them about how I came through it, how God strengthened me and gave me the grace, I have seen them being comforted and smiling with hope. Well, then I have almost found the purpose of my pain. But sometimes some pains just don't go away. It stays, it lingers, you pray, you cry, you hurt, but no, it still doesn't go away. Why then this repeated pain? Why don't these pains just go away? There was a man named Paul who lived in the Bible times. He was a great man of God, and he was also one of the early founders of church. In a letter that he writes to the church in Corinthians, he talks about a thorn in his flesh, meaning a pain that he had to endure from an ailment in his body. He pleaded many times and asked Jesus many times to deliver him out of it. But instead Jesus replied, "My grace is sufficient for you, and when you are weak, I will be your strength." He then received this grace from the Lord, the grace to endure all the pains and weaknesses, and went on to accomplish many things for the Lord and Christianity as a whole. Now, another person that lived his purpose amongst pain is Nick Vujicic. Nick Vujicic is a present-day evangelist, motivational speaker, and many more. Nick was born with this disorder called tetraamelia, which means he had no limbs at all. He struggled a lot because of it in his early years, to a point where he had no interest to live at all. But later on, he found his interest in speaking. He started speaking in small prayer groups and then went on to speak to larger crowds, motivating them and spreading the love of God. He now runs an organization named Life Without Limbs. You can read about him more there. Now all I want you to take away from these stories are that these people, with God's grace, lived their purpose through pain. They impacted millions for the better and changed their lives. So dear friend, yes, every pain has a purpose. You can either turn bitter or better from your pain. Choose the better. Try finding the purpose of your pain. It might be to reach out to others going through a similar pain, or it might be to shape your character, or even start to live a healthier lifestyle. Whatever it is, never forget that God is with you every step of the way. He will give you the grace and the strength to get by it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share to inspire and like and comment to appreciate. I'll see you next time. Bye.